Thirsties. Thirsties.
What's happening? It's the Donuts Alcohol legend, Monty C. Benjamin. You may know me. We got a crazy episode coming up, but before we get into all that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to Nightmare On Madison. It was crazy. Chairs was thrown. People jumped off. It was insane, man. But listen, it's G, baby. It's Deuces. It forever. Everything, man. You tune in. You feel me? Can I get a yeah, ho?
Yeah, ho.
And that's it.
We're here with the one and only Deuces.
Was
finally in the studio.
Yes,
nice
sir.
to have you. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. It's a good day today.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it. Why do they call you Deuces?
That's a great question. So my father named me that, actually.
Okay.
So I'm the second from him. My real name is Michael Cunningham II. And when I was growing up, he always called me Deuce because on my birth certificate, it's the second, not junior.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm not a junior. There's a difference between junior and the second. And so he wanted me to be my own entity. Being raised, he always called me Deuce, and I got into music and kind of just like added it to it, yeah.
Shout out to Pops. I always see him at your events. He
Yes.
always says, "What's up?" Great guy. Seems like you got your family behind you. They're always coming out and supporting you. What's it like to have that kind of support?
It wasn't always like that. You know, they were definitely biased at the beginning. Majority of my family, but my dad and my brother, my older brother, were definitely like behind me 100%. And it does feel good at the end of the day. You know, because they keep you leveled. You know, they're like you can be as high as you want to in this world, but it's always good to have those people that can level you.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone's got to get humbled a bit and, a little checked or whatever, but that's really cool. God, man, you've done a lot recently. Blink, got to perform at Fountain Square. Like, how was that?
Yeah, so I actually got to perform at Blink twice.
Oh, that's right, yeah, on the Thursday as well.
Yeah, so Thursday was my band, The Golden Theory, which is a hip-hop improv band that was founded by myself and my colleague, Phil Cotter. We were found by America's Got Talent. We were found by Van's America's Most Wanted competition and on the top 10.
Oh, wow.
And then we had an NPR video and did like a live video for America's Got Talent. That was cool. That was amazing. I loved it. The crowd was great on Thursday night at Washington Park. I was on Q102 for that night, talking to K-Like, so shout out to him. Appreciate you. Saturday, Fountain Square, that was lit. That was like that moment that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I guess, I don't know, like some people will say like they know when their minds piss themselves in that position, but they have to make it there. It's like, you're there in the future, but you're not there yet. Yeah. So when I was finally on that stage in front of thousands of people, I was like, yeah, no, like this feels right.
Right, and I thought it was also cool that you got that opportunity, you had that spotlight, but you also brought a lot of collabs up, a lot of features, let people rock some songs. Why was that important to you?
I had to, man. It's the culture. You know, right. I mean, I think collaboration is the key to the key to success in this game. And so I'm inspired by these artists that I work with. You know, and so it's like, why not? Like, if I'm in the limelight, I feel like those that are surrounded by me that are allowing me to be in the limelight need to be up there with me too.
Right, yeah, and I agree. You know, sometimes you gotta give other people the spotlight when you have it, and you know, it's the right thing to do for sure. So Blink was a success.
Yeah.
You know, what else we got coming up? You just dropped something earlier this year, Peace of Mind, a nice project. Kind of theatrical in parts. You know, you had the cool skits before the songs. You kicked it off hot with Take On Me. Seemed like a kind of personal song. Just talk about that project a bit.
Yeah, man. Peace of Mind was Peace of Mind was a thought process for a long time. Went through like some trials and errors in my experience, you know, just growing up and going through the music experience, just in general. went through a lot of stresses, and I always asked, like, I always used to pray to God and be like, man, when can I just get a peace of mind? And, peace of mind is just more than just, like relaxation. It's more of like, when can I get to where I want to be at? When can I get my family to where I want them to be at? Like, that's my peace of mind, And so that project, essentially, like, I didn't know how I wanted to do it, but I just realized that it was all kind of coming together. I was just recording songs and just speaking from the heart when I was writing. And I just started like listening back to the tracks that I was making at one point. And I was like, man, like this is actually speaking what I was trying to speak for a while. And then I just started to realize like how they were coming together. And then that's how Peace of Mind came into play. And, a song like Take On Me was definitely about my family, like, for sure. Through my older brother's struggles, through the family members that passed away. A lot of people don't know, that there's like things that happen behind closed doors.
Right.
So I think a lot of us assume that since you have a smile on your face, you're good, like you're straight. Nah, like it's a lot of crazy stuff happening behind doors, and needed to get that stress out,
Yeah, so that's something you kind of use music as an outlet.
Yeah.
I mean, because like you said, a lot of times you got to put the smile on and, fake it. But I think it's kind of cool you have an outlet like that and other people can relate to it. Like, it's good music at the end of the day as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I pray for is people, that whatever I'm speaking is able to tap into someone else's heart or, struggles, and they're able to, I don't know, just figure out something for themselves,
Right.
My story is my story, but, I definitely want my story to be accessible for other people's stories as well.
Right. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're a creative guy, as we've talked about in previous interviews. Like, we caught up at Pressure Fest in an episode earlier this season.
Shout out to Joy for Pressure Fest, man. That was fire.
We'll get into him in a second.
No, you guys are dope for that.
But yeah, great event. I'm glad we got to catch up there. But as I said, you're a creative dude. You've done like hip hop musicals, and like you were telling me about some other stuff off camera. I don't know if we can get into, but have you always been a creative kid, or was there a moment just kind of you were like, all right, I need to, start making music or start expressing myself in a creative fashion?
Yeah. So I've always been a musician. I think the first instrument I played was drums, and then like 5th grade, I tried to get into the drums, but like all the kids took all the drums, and so I had to play the clarinet, and I was pretty pissed about that. So I'll never forget the moment I couldn't play drums during middle school. And then I was in choir and stuff. But yeah, I think I've always been creative, like a creative. Like I've always had this like intuition when it came to music. Like I would hear stuff and I'd be like, that's a good song, and I hear something else and I'd be like that's an okay song. And, the world is biased sometimes. So there's, it's opinionated. So people have different opinions on stuff. But like I'm pretty like intuitive with like what's good and what's not, right? Yeah. So and then I've always had like this space of like innovation. Like I just love seeing new things coming together and create and like seeing how it works and and just sparking that thought. And so over time it got better, to where I was able to utilize what I could do as an artist and utilize like my abilities and put it into something else. And I think the most important thing that I learned through the growth of it was to not be afraid to be accessible in something else. I think a lot of us artists put ourselves in a box, and we don't even mean to. We just know, like, if we do it here because we're this good at this, we'll be straight. But it's like if you put yourself in a different position to allow yourself to be successful, you never know what can happen.
Exactly. We mentioned Joe Eid earlier.
Yeah.
Part of Pro.
Yeah.
You're part of Pro Recordings. You guys are like a group, and I've been, throwing events with them now and working with them. There's a real sense of, like brotherhood there. Speak to the group, what you guys got coming up. Is there any kind of like collaborative projects coming out or anything along that?
Yeah, we are talking about, we've been talking about doing a collaborative project for Pro, man. I love that team. We're all versatile, and we all just have like really good intentions to be successful. And it's like us being different individually makes us a powerhouse. So yeah, we've been talking about a collaborative project for a while. It's a good team, man. We like to experience,
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
great. It's been, a pleasure working with them and stuff. So hopefully we can do some more stuff in the future.
Oh yeah,
For sure. We're rounding out 2022. It's almost over.
Yeah.
Feels like it was just New Year's. What do you got coming up? You got any singles coming? Videos?
Oh yeah.
Anything you can drop here on Donuts and Alcohol?
Yeah, so I haven't been able to talk about it in a lot of areas, but I can name a couple things, if you don't mind.
Hey, floor is yours.
All right, bet. So, I still work for the Reds, right?
That's
so
right.
I'm an in-game host for the Cincinnati Reds, which is super cool. I get to interact with the Reds team, Reds players all the time, and the faculty and stuff. And they're bringing me back for like an event called Reds Fest.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. And so we get to do like a Q&A with some of the Reds players and stuff. And since I'm already good friends with some of them, it'll be like a comeback like friend gathering thing where we'll be able to hang out and like kind of joke around on the board with the fans and stuff. And I'm really excited for that. So that's one. I am creating a film project called the Sunny Silver Experience, and it's like a film music, like a film series, I would say, almost like just like a regular series, like Atlanta or something. And but it also involves music videos, and it is also going to be considered a live performance as well. So
wow.
It's I'm in partnerships with certain companies out here that I can't state yet, but I am in affiliations and partners with Playhouse in the Park to do it. So creating the musical that I did with them before, The Edge of Town, that was able to allow me to gain leverage to do like a independent project of my own, another independent project of my own to do. Sunny Silver is cool, man. I'm excited for it. It's an interesting world, man. It's a black man's adopted by an Italian mafia, and he's like this James Bond type of like James Dean type of character. Super smooth, suave, but like very edgy. You know what I mean? And the music that he's a musician too, so what he creates is a bit different than just regular rap music. So he's kind of like all around the board.
Okay.
So it's a good way to experiment, man. I love to be able to experiment with music. Like I'm an artist, man. I like rock and roll.
It sounds really fucking cool. I mean, like, I think just people putting out music on, through whatever digital streaming platform and just putting it out there and, letting it live out there. It's kind of getting boring. So like
Facts.
make it interesting for us. You know what I'm saying? And like, it sounds like what you're going to be doing, and I can't wait to see it. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, no, man, I'm super excited for it. It's not going to be coming out this year, but maybe next year sometime we'll release it, and people will be able to watch the visuals and stuff. But besides that, man, I do got a couple singles coming out here soon. That's for sure. I am working on a new project called Family First. And then I'm working on like a small like family project called Contact High, but we'll see which one makes it to the board first.
Busy man.
Yeah.
Wow. Why don't you let the people know where to catch you on the internet?
Yeah, man. So I'm Deuces. You can catch me on Instagram at iDeuces. That's AIGHTDEUCES. You can catch me on all streaming platforms as Deuces the Second, but this is Deuces. Like, you don't gotta like go all like crazy, be like, call me Deuces the Second, but it's DEUCES and then space II. It's pretty self-explanatory. Check me out, man. I'm always here. You know what it is.
Exactly, man. And I definitely appreciate you coming in. It's been a great chat. Man. It's not gonna be the last time, for sure. You still gotta perform a song in the booth. What are you gonna perform today?
So if you listen to my project, Peace of Mind, I got this song on there called Problem.
Okay.
It's one of my boys, man, they really like that song because it gives them like that old school, like Wheezy feeling. Okay. So I admire Wheezy a lot. So I was really, I was caught off guard when they said that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
Wasn't going for it, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Okay, well, we're going to get to that right after these messages. Follow Deuces on all socials. I eat Deuces. And we'll be right back.
All right, man. What an insightful amazing interview, you feel me? Donuts and Alcohol, man. Before we get out of here, we got Deuces Performing Problems, going insane, non-stop. You feel me? See y'all in 2 weeks. Stay tuned in, subscribe, like, smash the buttons, everything you need to do. We out of here. Can I get a yeah, ho?
Yeah, ho.
Oh, hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's Deuces, man. Peace of mind. Problem.
I'ma need you to burn one.
Yeah.
Burn one.
Yeah,
Burn,
nigga.
burn one. Burn one.
Yo.
Look.
Shit, I'm a problem. Counting in my decimals. I can see your eyes are looking skeptical, so let me fix it. A bunch of bartenders in the game trying to mix it. Applying pressure with my pen, but I'm at an interest. A lot of y'all claiming throwing heat, but nobody pitching. See, I can't go MIA, cause I can tell what's missing. It's me, and communication is key. I'm networking with the money to a different degree. See, yeah, I'ma need them and you to move aside. See, my drive is like a 2-door, no room to ride. Now look alive, bomb flow, there's no time to die. Ask my brother Rise.
Real niggas recognize.
Yeah, so save your shit advice. Smiling cause it ain't as nice. Shock a new poltergeist. A peace of mind is hard to bite. A quiet taste is what I'm talking about. So when they say my name, I seem to stack up larger amounts. That's why I
talk shit and raise the roof. Life is short, but my mind is bulletproof.
Talking about,
oh, he can rap, he a goon, oh, we got one. I just can't prove that I'm a motherfucking problem. Like I don't think any knows for an answer. Bouncing in us like a Black Panther. Talking about, oh, he can rap, he a goon, oh, we got one. I just can't prove that I'm a motherfucking problem.
ooh, I got it wrapped like a wristband on your blind side like Hitman. Left paw when I switch stands. I see you hating from a distance. I know God like I'm a Christian, wishing. Wait, hold up. This is the job, cutting up everyone's lawn. White tux at the prom, bitch I'm a don. Ladies should know that my magic a charm. Rolling can never fit over my arm. Gripping the glove, squeezing the heat that you got and sweating it out of my palms. Yeah, now ring the alarm, everybody get out of my way. Pop off, I've been ready to play. Touchdown, then I break a parade. One touch, I could break a whole wave. Doing me till I'm hitting the grave. What I am is everything that you crave. The reason why I just gotta be hey, whoa. Like whoa, whoa, got me singing whoa Nelly. I said they better let me in, but they won't let me. A family full of chefs, I came to feed my whole belly. I break this bitch in half and split it like a whole deli. Like let me snipe, get my scope right. Red eye, got him tucked in before the daylight. See, I need a girl who's a 10, rockin' winter Timbs, so I can share my price of gems when I'm up in the gym. See, I'm black and I'm proud, no, I'm black and I'm brown. Born king for you bitch niggas that needed a crown. I can surf through these waves while I break to the crowd and drop the mic on the ground just to show this shit down, nigga.
Talk shit and raise the roof. Life is short, but my mind is bulletproof.
Talking about, oh, he can rap,
he a goon, oh, we got one. I just can't prove that I'm a motherfucking problem. Like I don't think any knows for an answer. Bouncing in us like a Black Panther. Talking about, oh, he can rap, he a goon, oh, we got one. I just can't prove that I'm a motherfucking problem.
Hey yo, if you don't know by now, nigga, you should. I go by the name of Deuces, yo. You can find me on all platforms. Deuces II, man. You know what it is, man. Monty C! Got my nigga in the building with me, man. You know what time it is, man. Soak Entertainment Pro Records, man. Let's get it.